Again, don't mind me. I'm in the middle of braiding my hair, and I'll see y'all next week with some fresh braids, and you'll get to see my cute face. In the meantime, don't let that distract you. Turn the volume up and continue sweeping, cleaning, doing your work, and let's get started. One thing I love is when I'm in the middle of editing one part of a story and then another part of the story ends up in breaking news. So stay tuned, watch the entire video. A grand juror in the Breonna Taylor case is breaking news, breaking backs because they want, or this person wants, the transcripts of the grand jury to be released, because what they're saying is Attorney General Daniel Cameron, what he stated in his press conference does not represent what they were told, and it doesn't represent the full picture. So what I'm sniffing out is there seems to be some sort, and I don't know what the word is, but I'm going to say like a mistrial type thing. I don't know what legally can be done, but let's jump into this story. Now, the grand juror is stating we weren't given the option of indicting the two cops who shot Breonna Taylor. Now, let's rewind a little bit. Unless you've been living under a doggone rock, you know that the grand jury did not indict any of the three officers for the killing of Breonna Taylor. But one of the officers actually got indicted for shooting the wall. So basically, the life of Breonna Taylor was not worth any type of trial or anything like that. Y'all should have heard the word I just tried to say. I'm editing that out. But anyway, and it wasn't a big word. It was just a tongue twister for me. But anyway, we have rumors swirling that she was a drug dealer. She was this, she was that. Y'all, she was an EMT. Okay. And here's the thing. Believe what you want to believe. The facts are there. If you want to also paint people with the broad brush, all Black people are criminals and thugs, and anyone that gets in any type of interaction with police, they're automatically guilty. Go right ahead. Have your thoughts. Anyway, let's fast forward. So this grand juror is like, absolutely not. As it's been stated, if you are an attorney general, they said that you can indict a ham sandwich. Like, the way I'm understanding this to go is the AG can pretty much present this beautiful case to indict anyone. When everyone knew the details that were available for the case, it kind of seemed like it was cut and dry. It just didn't make any sense why these officers were not arrested and or indicted. And then we have this grand jury that comes up and we're going to meet. And so again, to be perfectly honest with you, we weren't surprised by the ultimate decision. However, you can't lose hope, right? You shouldn't lose hope. So that's that part. Holding on to some bit of hope, we're like, okay, maybe this will be at least one of the officers. Okay, not all three of them, but at least one of them, because someone shot her. And you know what? I would like to submit that someone shot her. I mean, she was shot allegedly like 6 times. So here we are, the final decision. AG Cameron comes out. He has this presser. He says, you know what? None of the 3 officers are going to be charged, and get over it. As a matter of fact, what we're going to charge one of the officers is I forgot the actual term, but basically misfiring and hitting the wall and endangering the people on the other side of the wall. So at that point, let me rewind. So at that point, everybody was like, wait a minute. What? Not everyone, but everyone was kind of questioning, okay, what was this jury presented with? Because that's the thing. Whatever that jury was presented with, it sets up the case. And if you're a darn good prosecutor, you're going to have that case prosecuted as a result of what you presented. Like, it's that cut and dry in that sense, legally, obviously, but it's really, that's the process. That's the precedence. And so when there was not even a mention of Breonna Taylor. After the first couple of days, you saw documents come out and there was not even a mention of her. There wasn't even a BT for her initials. Like, she wasn't even mentioned. That raised red flags for a lot of smart prosecutors and judges and lawyers that I follow. And they were like, that's not right. So now it's like, okay, what did they tell you? What did he present? And that has been the question up until this week, where this juror has finally came out and said, you know what? I want the transcript to come out because we were not giving the information. To me, for them to not have received any information about Breonna Taylor, and it was really solely focused on the wall, that's problematic. And I don't know if there can be a mistrial for grand juries, or you can retry this, or you can resubmit it, or if you can go after the AG for some sort of misconduct or misuse of power or whatever, because this is not right. Like, when you have a significant part of the case being left out, the question remains, why? Why did you leave out the details of Breonna Taylor? And then, so there's a lot of messiness that's going on with this case. And I'm a little concerned because I'm like, what kind of justice can be served? Am I the type where I want blind justice? Oh, she's black, she ought to. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I do believe that things should be fair and legal. And if part of the indictment should have included Breonna Taylor because she was definitely a part of the case and it was nowhere in that, come on. Because then that's one-sided. You literally submitted what you wanted, in which they say, you can prosecute a ham sandwich, and pretty much the wall is equivalent to a ham sandwich as far as I'm concerned. As I reported, the juror filed a motion calling for the release of the transcripts on Monday and said the truth may prevail. And that's what's confusing a lot of people. Why? What did he present that it wouldn't have even gone to trial? Leave a comment down below if you in the last couple of weeks were just kind of confused as to what was going on. What did he present in this case? Despite the concerns over the release, the Attorney General's office said it would comply and release the recording on Wednesday in response to the jurors' complaints. Yes, and I believe Cameron should be concerned because what we're going to find out, I'll be back on Wednesday because to make a video because I already know what we're going to find out. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday and I'm coming in with the second part to this breaking news. I thought that I would have this video already uploaded because I kind of thought that I'd be able to edit during the presidential debates, and you already know, if you've already seen it or if you heard about it, you already know that was entirely impossible. So the first part of the breaking news is that the Attorney General Daniel Cameron didn't raise murder manslaughter charges into the grand jury. No surprise there. I think the breaking news is that it's been confirmed by him. No kidding, okay? We already knew that that was probably what you did. And so there it is. It's been confirmed by him that he did not even bring up the murder or manslaughter of Breonna Taylor. The next part of the breaking news, because again, breaking news here is that Cameron is asking for a delay for at least 1 week. And my concern is, why are you waiting for a delay? What do you want a delay for? Usually when someone delays, they're either not prepared or they don't want some information coming out. And I think that no, it has nothing to do with being prepared, because the proceedings already happened, the recordings are where they are. So it's not that. It's the fact that he does not want the recordings to be released. Those recordings, I'm telling you, they're going to be so telling. So with that being said, it's another day in America. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.